guys, and welcome back. If you watched the previous video, we got started with the storyline of June Moreland, a young adult and a creative with big dreams and no beginning. So here's a recap of what we did last time. We picked June a job as an interior decorator so she can get started on a job that involves visual creativity. So her first gig actually, is that of an interior decorator. So here's June. She's chatting away with the clients, getting to know them, being a professional, talking colors and furniture, the type of things you would have interior decorators do normally. So we then went ahead and June started taking pictures of the before of the house so she can have proof, because this house, well, the style was not ours, definitely. So starting the build, thought it might be best to just get rid of everything, just make it a clean slate. Unfortunately, we can't really change the layout. I don't really like the layout of this place, but we can just, turn everything into a blank Canva. So we also tried to change the wallpaper first thing. Didn't really like the wallpaper that was on there. I don't know, it's just not my thing. And then I kind of realized that those windows, I didn't know they were windows, I thought they were wallpapers, so we needed to come back to get rid of those. I was kind of like very undecided on what kind of wallpaper to put in, because if you've built Sims houses and interiors, you kind of know like the wallpaper is the start of everything, or the paint, or like basically whatever goes on the wall. So it kind of like it's helpful having that to better imagine the space. So yeah, it wasn't really happy with this place. Like it was awkward, the layout was awkward, the spaces were kind of awkward, but June's a professional, she's an overachiever, as you may already know. If you don't know, you can find a link at the top of the video to maybe start there if you want to watch that video first and get to know June. But back to the design. June's a professional. She's an overachiever. She is, I guess, being an achiever, she is good at getting better at things faster. So, she'll do her best with what she's given. She'll transform this space and make herself a name as a creative. The next thing we did, which is not a shocker, I would assume, is change the exterior wall as well. That blue, as much as like it fitted the whole beach theme, it wasn't really doing it. So started with white, kind of like it, but not fully. And then she's going ahead and trying to see kind of like what can work in this space. There are 3 components that we are starting the build by focusing on. It's the living area, the kitchen, and hopefully a space for a dining table. So getting the basics, placing down a fridge. I think black could be nice. I don't know, I feel like in this current game I am liking the black fridge a lot more than I thought I would. So putting down some maybe wooden counters. I think the wood is interesting, being that it is at a beach. It's a beach house, so we do want it to kind of like feel somewhat connected to the environment it's in. And then they had a little corner on this side, so I thought it might be nice to have like a back door on that side and just like give them like that extra light, that extra purpose or sense, I guess, to the layout they had going on. The little room kind of like in the middle of this area is supposed to be a bathroom, so I might just leave that and come back to it by the very end. Alright, so dining table, I feel like this one was the easiest just because we do have a lot more options in The Sims when it comes to like picking the table, like different styles. So we did that, and we placed down some seating areas. So I put a couch, and I think it's more of a modern couch, which might make it better for like this kind of open space we're going for. We don't have a lot of space, so we need to leave everything open. You know, the Sims, they need to be able to move around and like live their Sim life, doing their Sim things, I guess. So changing the wallpaper yet again. Um, always undecided about that, you know, until it feels right, it's not right. So that's gonna be the motto, I would say, of this whole build. Until it feels right, it's just not right. So okay, now we are putting down some cabinets for their kitchen, giving them a trash can. They have a TV now, and it's on the wall, which is nice. It saves us a little bit of space. Alright, so if you've been around on my channel before, you know that when it comes to kitchens, and more specifically kitchen sinks, I do like a big window moment in front of the sink, and this one would be nice because I can already imagine the mom of this household, like whenever she's doing the dishes or getting dinner ready, she has this direct view at the sea. Assuming they love the sea or the beach since they kind of live there. So yeah, I thought that'd be nice, putting down some artwork, trying to really figure out what could work best in this. So bear with me, there's a lot of trial and error as I do this build. You keep seeing me try things and going back and forth, and that's because that's really how we figure it out. That's, you know, that's June's process as a creative. It's trying, testing if it works, and just going with the feeling until it feels right. It's probably not the right choice. So with that being done, we kind of had the living area situation figured out, and have to be honest, I started liking this build a little bit more once those were all placed down. It does change the whole thing. I hope the clients are happy about it, because funny thing about this build is this is my first time having a sim have that career. I recently got a few more expansion packs, and I've never seen this job before, so I'm assuming that this is one of those new things. And I am learning at the same time as June how to figure out how this job works. So when I started, I didn't really know that the screen was showing me the client's preferences. I was confused because I didn't have any notification about what the client liked as I was talking to them, well, as June was talking to them, and it was just a little bit confusing that way. So I realized after the fact, when it was all said and done, that it was right there. I was looking at it, but I was just not seeing their preferences, and I should have put it together. The household, the client, she likes orange, and I should have taken the hint, being that their house was pretty much fully orange, and I definitely did not go with that. I feel like I do like my what I'm doing better though, just because like it's blue. You've had like shades of grays and blues and whites, and I feel like it fits in the beach theme better. I maybe watched too many interior decoration shows on Netflix lately, so I'm just like, oh, like I need to bring the outside in. So I'm placing down like this kind of like pillar thing, because my process in this video is really picking things and seeing if we like them and going with it. So a lot of changes are happening as I find better pieces that could suit spaces better. So it is definitely not planned. I don't think I could fool anyone with thinking that, oh, like this was planned out. No, it was not planned out. Does anybody even plan out a build when they play The Sims? Like, let me know down below in the comments. Like, do you guys plan out your builds? Like, do you have a plan? I know some people do, but I do not. I just go with the feeling, like, you know, what feels best. It's probably not the best way to do it, but hey, I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it quite a lot, so I just do it that way. Okay, so it was at this point that I realized I also broke through the floor somehow when I was using the hammer tool on the furniture so I could get rid of everything, and I tried to fix it, but I don't think the game would let me. And if I'm allowed to fix those, which I'm assuming I should be allowed to if I'm able to break it, I just couldn't figure out how to. So one thing I have been saying a lot, I came back from playing Sims 3 for a bit, so it's been a while since I played Sims 4, and I'm relearning because I forgot about a lot of the controls. It's a little bit different in Sims 3, so now I'm back. I've fallen back a couple of steps, and I need to learn how to get back up and figure out my way around. So I really like the setup of that room. So this room is supposed to be a teenage boy's room, and I went ahead and I changed it, and watching this back, I wish I kept it. I wish I kept it the way that I first had it, because it was way nicer. What I end up doing with this bed here, I don't know, I feel like it's just a room, you know. It's just any regular teenage boy room. There's no oomph to it, if you get what I mean. So yeah, so let me just place this down, trying to see if I can fit together a desk and a dresser. I really tried to find a way to make it all fit together, but I feel like this room is just like, it should have been bigger, long ways, or on the wide side, just by one more square. That is all I needed, because when I tried putting together the bed, a desk, the chair, and a dresser, it just like, I was worried that there wouldn't be enough space for the Sims to move around, and I think I may have been right about that. So yeah, I was a little bit disappointed about that one room, and like, I just like, I don't know, I was kind of having interior decorators block there when it came to how to make it look best. Alright, so next I'm trying to find some rugs, trying to, you know, get to things as I do. Some rugs, like the mom's room, I like the bed, it's kind of art deco, and I like the lamps that I have in there, but we're trying to look for like a big rug moment. big rugs just really change everything, don't they? Like, they add so much more warmth and comfort to a room. So adding a big rug, I'm trying to decide on the layout and the pieces for the bathroom. I kind of decided while doing this that the bathroom is going to be more of like a moody, um, accented moment. So it's gonna be like the one room in the place where you go in and it looks nothing like the whole house, but it's cool. So same thing as the room, having a bit of trouble figuring out placement here. But I think we kind of did make it work. I think we made it work, and I think it looks okay with what we did. Like, it's pretty nice. I do like that bathroom when it's all finished and added. Like, that's a nice bathroom. Have a bit of a, I don't even know what to call the style. Like, is it more of like a Victorian, or like, is it still Art Deco? I have no idea, but I liked it. I like how that bathroom ends up coming together. Um, so that was a nice change after doing that teenage boy's bedroom. Having a bathroom that looks really nice. Isn't that the point of these builds in this game? Sometimes you want it to look nice, but you don't, even though we sometimes want to cheat, like, in some games you don't want to cheat, like, there's a specific story that needs to take place, and you have to work them. We have to work our sims. Alright, so picking more rugs. We need some rugs to go by the front door, kind of make it a nice entrance, but we also need rugs for the back door, and I'm placing down some rugs for the kids' room. I went easy here. I kind of picked the same rug, just in different color that might fit the rooms a little bit better, and place it down. I mean, I think the rooms are nice. I do like this one room that I'm currently working on. I was confused because I didn't know if it was meant to be a toddler room or a teenager's room. I couldn't really tell. So before, they kind of had a toddler bed in that, so I assume it's for a toddler. And we did meet a toddler with them on the beach, so I only assume it's hers. Didn't get that much of a good look on the toddler, so I went with green. I had a feeling it was a little girl, but I couldn't really tell. I went with green because green is kind of like, it's that neutral in between color. I don't know, I don't like it when girls' room are too pink. I don't like pink, so I went with green. Green is more, it's more universal, with the right shade of green you can't go that wrong. Pairing it down with some nice lighter colored wood, because it is for younger kids, so I feel lighter wood is more interesting. Adding some toys, and I'm back here to fix a fiasco, the fiasco of the exterior. So I did try to change it from the bluish aqua blue that was out there before, and I thought that did make it better, but still don't like it. It's better, but I don't like it. It's not it. We're not feeling it yet. So we're going to try and change a lot of those wallpapers again. I have, however, settled on the living area wallpaper, and I do like that one. So that one's staying. We like it. It feels right. We keep it. I feel like the living area, the living dining kitchen space, it's kind of finished at this point, so we're just looking for finishing touches. We're also getting a lot lower on our money. We've spent most of the budget already, so we have to make whatever's left work with whatever we have. So just as a kind of like a recap, you probably saw it, but the client's beginning budget was about 8,000 simoleons, And when we broke down all the furnitures, we got rid of everything. I think that added like an extra 10,000 to their budget, so it gave a lot of space to change things and completely start from scratch with this build. Um, so in the mom's room, I really wanted to add those like dresser, closet, like shelving, cabinet, closet situation. I don't know exactly how to call it. But the issue is, and you'll see why I have to go on and eventually remove it, is because after everything, we were down on money, and I pretty much have no lights in there yet, and they do need light. Like, they can't go on in the dark, they do need light in those spaces. So I had to make the tough decision to eventually take them down. So I'm adding some curtains. I'm adding curtains everywhere. So for the whole house, the neutral zone, they're getting neutral like beige shade curtain. The teenage boy room is getting like a bluish one to kind of match the blue bed and desk moment. And the little kid, I'm giving the kid like green. But yeah, I'm trying to find a space to put some art on the mom's wall, but I really wanted like a big art moment, and I couldn't really find it. I really wanted like just like a large, very massive piece of art. So I settled with two of those rectangular ones, like it's vertically rectangular, and I thought that kind of like adds to that little bit of like a feature moment I was looking for. So here I am, finally settling on a type of like wallpaper or wall for the exterior of the house. I do like this a lot more. You know, these Sims are lucky they met June, because now they're going to be coming back for actually to an entire new house wherever we could. It's gonna make it so much nicer. I do like this a lot. I might use this to inspire the part 2 for June's video on the part 2 of her house, because that has to be coming too. June is currently working her way up to earn more money so we can completely finish her backyard, add finishing touches to the interior of her house, and give her a lot of the furniture pieces and appliances and everything that she's missing at the moment. So I think that's going to be really nice to eventually get to that and do that, but we just have to wait for June to earn that money back. So with that, I'm adding lights everywhere. So for the living spaces, I like this 3 lights I picked. They're very similar. 2 of them are the same for the hallways and the entrance, and then I have one that's that but with less lamps on it for the living area. And then the dining space kind of have more of a small wall lamp. It's like a more statement thing. We don't have art there, so that little lamp is kind of like what brings a whole decorating moment to that space. And I'm trying to put the fixtures in the bedrooms based on what can kind of fit the vibe and who they're for. And with that, the build is kind of done. So we're gonna go ahead and take those after pictures. They have to be able to see that we really did make a difference. Yeah, of course, things can be better, but you have to agree it's way better than what they had before. Like, June, you did such a good job. And I hope the client like it. So, alright. So whenever we finish with taking all of these photos, what we're going to do is we are, I think, ready to call the clients back. We use every last penny of theirs. except for 16 simoleons, I think. So they can have that one back. They can do whatever they want with those 16. I just couldn't find anything I could buy with 16 simoleons. And alright, so let's go ahead and let's reveal newly decorated space to the client. So we're going to go and call them. Let's call them back. I wanted a picture of that exterior for some reason, just because like those doors, they were so freaking nice, and I did change them from what I originally wanted, but I do like this one. It looks so good. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's go grab our clients. June, is this what you're wearing for your big presentation? I know it's a beach, but you still have to be a professional. You can't just go around in your bathing suit. Like, this is not work appropriate unless you work at the beach. But in this case, you're working for a family at the beach. You're not working at the beach. Alright, so let's go ahead and bring the client in. If you want to see how the clients react to the whole space, given the bit of information I gave you about their choices, there's gonna be a link at the top right corner on the video, so you can click on it and it will take you right to that video where you see the storyline of this build. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and let me know in the comments what you liked and what you did not like. I'll see you next time. Bye.